My name is Jeff Hou, and I'm a professor and chair of landscape architecture at University of Washington. This year, I've been hosted by the National Taiwan University as a Fulbright Grand Scholar for the year 2015 to 16. To describe my project here in Taiwan, I'm currently looking at, in Taipei mostly, how city residents kind of connect to one another through sharing of spaces, resources, their knowledge and skill. And by doing so, transforming how people begin to relate to one another, and then how urban spaces are being used. And the results are important because it is I would describe it as a movement as it is happening internationally. So not just in Taiwan, but also in other East Asian cities, as well as North American cities, city in the US. But there are some interesting differences. And so one of my goals here is to really understand how the urban commoning activity here in Taiwan are different and distinct from the ones in North America, for example. And how we, as coming from North America, can begin to learn different ways of, for example, activating urban spaces like this particular space here. And so that's kind of what I'm looking at. And the results have been really, really interesting. In the US, we have many immigrants coming to our country. How can we make our urban environment much more friendly and much more open to the newest member of our society? I think is a very important question. And so I think part of my own work here in Taiwan is basically to help designers and planners in the US become better prepared in designing environments that can support diverse populations. During my research here in Taiwan, I've come across so many different individuals and communities and organizations, and I've made so many friends. I've learned so much from these different individuals that it's an opportunity that doesn't come very often to have such an in-depth interaction with folks from another country. I've been learning from folks here in Taiwan. I've been very fortunate to be able to share what I know from my experience in the States. And so it's really kind of a cross-cultural exchange. So what was my original intention for applying for Fulbright to come to Taiwan? That's the last time I did a extensive kind of field work in Taiwan was about 15 years ago, and I haven't had a chance to come back. So Fulbright really gave me the opportunity through not just funding, but also through connecting me to different institutions here, the professional network here in Taiwan, really provided me the opportunity to do the research that I haven't been able to do for such a long time. Taiwan is such a diverse place in terms of culture, in terms of environment, geography. You could be walking during the daytime in the city, and then in the evening you could go into the mountain and have a hot spring. So there's so many things that you could do. And also, everything is, I mean, the openness here is phenomenal. People, you feel welcome going into the community, going to a place like this, and you can have instant kind of conversation with folks, and to learn about what they're doing. In terms of doing field work, it's a great place. So every time I come back, there's always something new. So this tour wall, for example, was something that was added only about a month ago. And you see how places like this have kind of grown organically with involvement of people. And so this is one of probably my favorite place now in Taipei, not only for my own research, but also just to come here and enjoy people kind of interacting with each other and making something useful out of what used to be a vacant and abandoned space.